السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. حياكم الله طلبة وطالبات الصف التاسع الأساسي أينما كنتم في هذا البلد العزيز بلدنا الكريم، وكذلك نرحب بالمتابعين في أي مكان كانوا. نلتقيكم مرة أخرى في حلقة جديدة من برنامج درس على الهواء في مادة اللغة الإنجليزية للصف التاسع. So now we are going to start today's class inshallah. Please pay attention to me and as usual keep smiling. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is our class as you can see here. First of all, our objectives for today. The objectives that we are going to have today inshallah, or the things that we are going to focus on in today's lesson. We are going to focus on three things. The first thing is, yalla, who can read it? The first thing is, okay. The first thing is the adverbial clause of place. The second thing is the adjectives. And the third thing is will plus going to. Again, we are going to focus on three things: adverbial clauses of place, adjectives, and will plus going to. So please pay attention to me again, and inshallah we are going to sail in the same ship. Before starting today's class, I'd like to recall what we already know about the unit. So what's the title of the unit, ya Salma? What's the title of the unit? Huh? What's the title of the unit, ya Salma? Thank you very much, Salma. The title of the unit is, the title of the unit is again tourism. The title of the unit is tourism. So this is the title of the unit, as you can see here on the board. So the title is tourism. So what do we mean by the word tourism? What do we mean by the word tourism? Not in Arabic, in English. Who can give me the definition of this word? Yes, ya Muhammad. Muhammad, yalla. Thank you very much, ya Muhammad. Tourism is the activities of people traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment for different purposes. We have so many types of tourism. We have internal tourism when you go for tourism in your country, and external tourism when you go for tourism in another country. For example, if we as Omani people spend our holidays in our lovely country, it means that we are doing what? An internal tourism, the tourism which is inside our country. Again, tourism is the activities of people traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment for different purposes. So if somebody is from Muscat and he goes to Salala, it means that he has an internal tourism, or he is doing an internal tourism. Now, what comes to your mind when you hear this word, tourism? Ya Zainab. Yalla ya Zainab, what comes to your mind when you hear the word tourism? Excellent, Zainab, excellent. Thank you very much. So when she hears this word, the word exploring comes to her mind. Thank you very much, ya Zainab. What about Ali? Yalla ya Ali, what comes to your mind when you hear this word, tourism? Tourist, thank you. So tourism is a noun. Excellent, Ali. Tourism is a noun. Tourist is the one who goes for tourism. Again, tourism is the noun. Tourist is the one who goes for tourism. Yes, ya Anwar. Anwar. Okay, journey. Excellent. Journey, when you go from a place to another. Thank you very much, ya Anwar. What about her brother? Anwar. Yalla ya Anwar. Anwar. Thank you, ya Anwar. Travel. Okay, travel. Okay, now travel, this word, is it a noun or an adjective? Is it a noun or an adjective? Excellent, Anwar. It's a verb. It's a verb. Travel. To travel is to go from a place to another. So it's a verb. It's not an adjective. Yes. Now what about عبد الخالق? يلا يا عبد الخالق. Okay, thank you. Trip. Trip. Okay, there is another word which means the same as trip. Okay, what is it? What is it here? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 words, and trip is number 5. Which one of them knows the same meaning? Excellent, Sumaya. It's journey, journey. Okay, journey and trip have the same meanings. Now, what about Majida? Yalla ya Majida. Okay, yes, excellent. Visit. Okay, visit. We can use the word visit when we go for tourism. Thank you very much, ya Majida. طيب, we are left with 2 students. They are Nasr and Noor al-Huda. Yalla ya Nasr. Nasr. Thank you. Culture. Excellent, Nasr. Barakallah feek. Culture. When we go for tourism to any place, we know the culture of this place, whether it's inside our country or outside our country. Thank you very much, Ya Nasr. What about Noor al-Huda? The last word. Excellent, Ya Noor al-Huda. Tour. So we have, thank you. We have tour, tourist, and tourism. Tour, to go around a place. Thank you, all of you. This is a brainstorming of what the unit is about. Now let's go to the first thing, which is the adverbial clauses of place. Before talking about the adverbial clauses of place in this lovely board, let's recall what we know about the English sentences. We know that English sentences might be short sentences and might be what? Long sentences. Okay, I think this one is very clear to all of you. Again, we have short sentences and long sentences. Some long sentences are made up of 2 clauses. We've already studied some clauses like time clauses, like reason clauses, like because clause, for example, and some other clauses. But today, inshallah, we are going to focus on adverbial clauses of place. And if you remember, we said that all English clauses must have ish. They must have what? Verbs. Thank you very much. They must have verbs. Thank you, Fatima. They must have verbs. Okay, so deal. We know that all English clauses must have verbs. We are going to do the same thing with the adverbial clauses of place. Before talking about it, we are going to define the adverbial clauses of place. Okay, so the first thing is the definition. The adverb clause of place indicates the place about which the verb talks. Again, we have a verb here, okay, a verb, and we have adverb clause of place. The adverb clause of place indicates the place about which the verb talks. We are going to see some examples here, and I'm going to explain everything about adverbial clauses of place, and inshallah I'm going to make everything clear. Okay, now conjunctions. What are the conjunctions, the linking words that we use when we are using adverbial clauses of place? What are they? If you remember, in the first semester, or in semester number 1, we talked about adverbial clauses of time. We talked about 2 conjunctions, when and whenever. When and whenever. We have something like this here in the adverbial clauses of place. So what are these 2 words or 2 conjunctions? What are they? What are they? Yes, yeah, Mr. Nasser. What are they? The first one is, the first one is where. The first one is where. And the second one is wherever. Thank you, Mr. Nasser. Again, the first one is where, and the second one is wherever. Now, what's the difference between where and wherever in the adverbial clauses of place? Yalla, who knows them?